You're watching BSB TV, your new home for rock and metal television.
Hi, this is Jamie with BSB TV, brought to you by Blossom Media, and we're in Washington, D.C. to cover Warped Tour, where we're asking bands and crew the questions you want to know. Okay, awesome.
All right.
Can you just start off by introducing yourself?
Hello, I'm Bryce Vine.
Yes, all right. What's one mistake you made early in your career that you think up-and-coming bands could avoid today?
It's even harder than it was then.
Yeah.
I think I just waited too long to take it seriously, and I don't know if that's the same case for everybody, but
Did you have like a moment that you were like, this is the moment where I'm going to start taking it seriously? Yeah,
just a flip switch in my head one day where I'm like, I think I'm done with this portion of my life where I'm just, working to get by and happy with what I got, which I still try to be, but yeah, just like set a routine, which I think a lot of people need to do. It's like artists have a hard time with. I woke up at a certain time every day, went to the gym, read a book for 20 minutes, and then I went to the studio and sucked for like 3 months straight. Slept there, made my own beats, and just like kept trying stuff, and then all of a sudden the wheels started turning in the other direction.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good way to go about it.
I think having that routine is really interesting because then you were also making sure to take care of your body and your mind and then your spirit by...
They go hand in hand.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think helped you to grow the most in your early days of your career?
I spent a good portion. I spent a good portion of my life with nobody knowing my stuff.
Right.
And so by the time I actually started to get serious, by the time I actually started to get big, I knew what to avoid. Especially growing up in LA, drugs and all that stuff. You just know what to avoid better.
Yeah.
And try not to take it so harsh when things aren't good, and not be too up when things are.
Yeah.
Ego kills a lot of things.
Yes. Yeah. That's a great answer. Very honest. If you were starting a brand new band in 2026 with zero connections, what would your first 6 months look like? Which it seems like you already have like a routine, kind of. Like,
6 months is it's a whole process.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Probably have to start with social media. Just write first verse and a hook of a song, post it every day, and see if anyone cared.
Yeah.
Next song. And it's a shame that you kind of have to do it that way now, because art is very personal a lot of times. So to have to think about the audience right off the bat almost goes against.
Yeah.
If you can mix that, though, that'd probably be the way I'd do it.
What is an album that completely changed your life growing up?
To this day, and I'm excited to see them today, Third Eye Blind's first album was a big one, and it still is. That album follows me around in important parts of my life, and find myself singing songs from it whenever I'm going through something or anything. I don't know why, it's always spoke to me, the honesty of that album.
Yeah, like that's one constant, you would say.
One constant for sure. There's a lot of bands here where I feel that way. Sticks and Stones by Newfound Glory.
Yep.
Songs that I used to rock out to in my bedroom when I was just feeling lonely. There's so many of those bands here.
Yep.
I wish I could tell them all.
Yeah. Speaking of like bands that you were listening to when you were younger, did you have any posters of bands in your room when you were growing up?
No, I never really did that.
No?
No, I never really did that.
Yeah.
I had a CD when they were CDs, CD binder
They're
full of all
back.
my favorite albums. They are coming back, like vinyl. Any day now we're going to be using VHS again, I swear.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything. Lit, Third Eye Blind, Motion City soundtrack, The Used, Day to Remember, Rise Against.
That's a great Warped Tour lineup.
You're right there. It was. It always is.
Do you have a song that means the most to you personally?
There's a song that I wrote right before COVID happened, but it was right. I grew up in LA, and Kobe Bryant was like a superhero of that city. And I was at the Staples Center the morning that we got the news that he went down in that helicopter and his daughter, and the next day everybody was shook from that hardcore. It felt like we all knew somebody that we lost. So I wrote a song called "Life Goes On" that still makes me feel better in a way when I'm stressed out or anxious.
Yeah. And then last question, if you had a professional wrestling name, what would your professional wrestling name be?
Caligula. I don't know.
Okay. Hey, it evokes an image.
Yeah, sure does.
Yeah. All right, that was all I had. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Want to find your next favorite artist before they blow up?
Best new rock song I've seen maybe in 10 years.
Check out BSB TV, where we bring you the hottest new artists and music legends every week.
Favorite music video I've ever seen.
Get the inside scoop from pros,
Again, not announced yet. That is a BSB exclusive.
hear fresh tracks, and see what happens when rising stars meet the people who can launch their careers.
This is exactly what labels in the United States are looking for.
I will wear some piece of BSB TV merchandise on stage for that.
Music videos, real talk, and a peek at how music dreams come true. Catch it all on your phone, laptop, or TV. BSB TV, don't just listen to music, experience it.
You guys make it seem like it's so much fun.
So I'm going to sign up and subscribe to you guys.
As long as my wife can watch.